Hi fifth graders, this is Miss Flynn and I'm going to walk through how to use Finale Notepad. Finale Notepad is an application that is used by music students, music teachers, and professional music composers in order to turn their music into real published music on the computer. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to press continue or the red X for the startup menu because we don't need this. There's going to be another menu that's going to pop up that's going to ask us to register. It's going to take a moment, but when it does, we're just going to press this red X again. We don't need to do that either. Now we're ready for our document setup wizard. The first thing we're going to do is write a title. We can always change our title later if we're not happy with it, but I'm going to start out by saying my title is going to be Miss Flynn's Composition. And then I'm going to say my name is, the composer name is Miss Flynn. That's me. Oop, I got to put an L in my name. Miss Flynn. Okay, we are ready to press next. We don't need to change the page size, portrait landscape. That's fine. We're just going to press next to our next part. Over here we have the add or delete instruments page, and there's different instruments that we can choose to add. We can add different woodwind instruments, different brass instruments, different string instruments. We're just going to start off very simple and use the blank staff. Then we have to select it from this menu and add it, and that's how we know that it's added to our composition. We are ready to press next. The last thing we have to do before we are ready for our document to be set up is select a time signature and select a key signature. We actually don't need to change the key signature. That is fine the way it is. And since we have already used our paper composition, we're going to use the time signature that we already wrote. So you may have already written a 3/4 or 3 beats per measure or 4/4. And remember that 4/4 is the same as common time. So those two mean the same thing. So if you choose to use the C, that's fine. Number of measures, in our composition we use 16. So I'm going to change it right there. And now we are ready to get started. So here's my blank document all set up. Here's the title and here's the composer name. The first thing that is available to me is an eighth note tool. If I click it anywhere in the measure, it will give me 1/8 note. If I click it again, that's how I get my paired eighth notes. And that's what I want. I want to pair my eighth notes. I'm going to add a half note to this measure. And let's see. So now we have 2/8 notes, which equals 1 beat, and a half note, which equals 2 beats. So far we have 3 beats. Remember, common time means 4 beats, so if I try to add another half note, it won't let me. That is because there's too many beats in this measure. So I'm going to choose a quarter note instead. So as you can see, up here is our menu where we choose our rhythms, and we can also choose our rest. There's a whole bunch of stuff up here that we are either not going to use the first time we use it, the first time we use Finale, or we're not going to use it in 5th grade. We might use it in middle school or high school instead. This tool right here is one of the most important things you're going to use. This is our eraser. If you make a mistake, click the eraser, and then just erase the note that you don't want. You can use your whole note, and if you hover, you see it tells you what note it is: half note, quarter note, eighth note, 16th note. We're not going to use the 32nd note, so don't even try it. We're going to use our whole rest, half rest, quarter rest, eighth rest, that kind of stuff. Okay, and the other thing that's cool about Finale is that we can always play back our composition to see what it sounds like. And that was a basic introduction to Finale Notepad. Thanks for watching.